one day short of being a free agent after the 2020 season.
Yeah.
This could be a big deal. If he wins, he could be considered a free agent after next season, after 2020.
Yeah.
Hurts his trade value.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. I mean, he can go into free agent year for the Cubs, one more year and done.
I'd say just get rid of him now, then. I'm with the cost.
You can't, I mean, people are going to wait and see what the grievance is here.
Someone will want him. The Yankees will want him.
The Yankees need pitching. Yankees need pitching. They don't need Chris Bryant at third base.
All right.
He's going to go to Los Angeles, Anaheim. This is where he's going to go. Going to follow the other Grandpa Madden.
So they can never win a World Series out there, him and Trout?
Yeah, and Garrett Cole, too. He's going to go out there, too.
That'd
He's done with
be funny.
It's
gonna be
he's
funny.
done with the season. Anyway, that's my Halloween
I hear
costume.
Garrett Cole's going to the Cubs. And they're going to announce
The Cubs should sign it.
And
We're
they're
gonna
going to
sign that
announce it
again?
during the World Series.
That'll really get people fired up, huh?
You don't think they're mad now?
Yeah. Hallie, do you follow the NBA? Obviously, we know you're a Vikings fan, and you've got two baseball teams.
Not
do you follow
really.
the NBA?
No, not really.
Neither does T-Ray.
What's this thing? You ran 100,000 miles?
100,000 miles.
What?
Right here, she's ran 100,000 miles.
I ran 100K on last Friday.
100K.
62 miles.
First off, we're going to get back to that after the break, but before that, we have to take a call. You ready, T-Ray?
Yep.
I want to talk about 62 miles. What monster
Good
you are.
Lord, you ran
okay.
62 straight
Take
miles.
this call. T-Ray.
Hey, you're on Don't Hassle So Local. Who do we have?
It's the Browns backer here.
Hey, Bubba, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
I was just thinking about you
So,
today. You hadn't called in a while. I'm like, I need to hear his voice.
So, hey, I got to talk to you. Let me talk to you.
Yeah.
This NFL season, now, Jay Foster knows that when it comes to sports gambling, I'm on the right side more than the wrong side.
That's true.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you can guarantee if it's something weird or kooky happens in the NFL, I'm on the wrong side of it.
We're paddling in the same boat.
We're talking about this Chargers game Sunday.
Okay.
As I'm getting 2.5 points down by 3 with a minute to go, and they're on the 1-yard line. They go false start, defensive pass interference. They're back on the 1, and can't run it in twice from the 1-yard line with Melvin Gordon. Can he hold out again? Is that possible? Can you do that twice in a year?
Well, yeah, it's possible.
But anyways, so I know it's kind of, you're talking about Cubs and all that. It's making me dizzy.
Yep.
Sports gambling wise, do you realize that Washington made history Sunday?
Washington Redskins.
The Redskins, why? Because they got shut out for the most times ever in the NFL history?
Not necessarily. They made history as to become the second team to cover a point spread without scoring a point.
Oh, yes, because the spread was 10 and they lost by 9-0, yes, without scoring a single point. I did not.
Now the only other time it happened, we have a anniversary of this poop show, I think Monday night when Miami plays Pittsburgh. But in 2007, Miami lost 3-0 as 16-point underdogs in 2007. Second time in history.
Miami's been bad that long?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ask Merrick.
Ugh.
they're pretty terrible. One other stat I'm going to give you,
Sure.
which makes no sense to me.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson has more rushing yards than 7 NFL teams.
Oh.
He's a quarterback.
Oh, I'd like to guess who those 7 are.
Do you have the
Do you
list
have
of
the
7 in
list?
front of you, Browns backer?
Jets.
Hold on.
Let us guess.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let us guess.
Yeah.
all right.
All right, so
I would definitely say Miami. Is that correct?
Miami Dolphins. They are on there.
I would say Washington Redskins.
Nope.
Okay, how about the Bengals?
Bengals are on there.
The Atlanta Falcons.
They are on there.
The Tennessee Titans.
Nope, they're not on there.
Arizona Cardinals.
Nope.
The Giants?
Nope.
Huh.
Oh, Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many we got left?
A a team I just brought up about 2 minutes ago.
Jets.
Yeah, you said the Jets. You said
Sorry,
the
Jets.
oh the Chargers.
The Chargers are on there, but there's one other team. Actually, two other teams.
Two other teams.
Steelers.
One team, Steelers are one, and then
Patriots.
there's one last one.
Patriots.
That are the most, besides the Browns, the most disappointing team in the NFL right now.
The Rams.
The
Nope.
Eagles.
Nope.
Who's the most disappointing team in the NFL right
NFC.
now? Huh? NFC.
NFC.
The Rams?
I just said the Rams.
They just lost to them Sunday.
Oh, I said the Falcons.
Oh, you said the Falcons?
Yeah,
I said them earlier.
Yep.
Oh, well, there you have
Yeah,
it.
well, they are. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, they are pretty disappointing, I'd have to say.
He has more rushing yards himself than 7 NFL teams, and he's a quarterback.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's some interesting insight, sir. We appreciate your contributions to the show, man.
That's what I'm here for.
Love it, Brown's back. Thanks for calling in, man. Appreciate it.
See you guys.
Enjoy
See you,
yourself.
buddy.
Yep.
Later.
Bye. All right, we do have to take our first break, but I want to talk when we come back. I want to talk about 62 miles.
Yeah, what's up?
And your input
You're an
on-
athlete. I run.
And finally, I've got
Whatever.
Serge in here, and Hallie, since you're in here too, I want your input on the final list for the Jock Jams Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
All right, everybody. If you want the latest in TV and security technology, but you're not sure where to start, you need to get a hold of our friends from Done Right TV and Security Solutions. They'll help you get started today, and they are the premier dish retailer here in the Quad Cities. They're going to take the guesswork out of choosing the latest smart home technology with your budget in mind. They've been a leader in technology for years, and the Hopper Smart HD DVR interacts with your smart speaker to change channels, pause, and fast forward with just the sound of your voice. When you sign up today, you're going to get a Nest doorbell system free, courtesy of our friends at Done Right. Just call 866-84-RIGHT and let them provide that local professional installation with personal service that's trusted by all kinds of businesses and homeowners in the Quad Cities. Restrictions apply and requires an internet-connected Hopper. That's Done Right TV and Security, 866-84-RIGHT.
This is Tyson Blazer, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 1170 AM.
If you're running a business, how much should you invest in retaining your employees? First Midwest Bank has ideas. In today's tight labor market, keeping your employees is more important than ever. A First Midwest banker can help you determine what type of 401k plan to offer. At First Midwest Bank, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad Cities sports leader and your home of the local sports show Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window. We'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand?
Hey, Crawford guy, go long!
No, I can't.
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike three.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot!
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
From local to global, ESPN 1170 has you covered. Your Quad City sports show is here for you. Don't hassle us, we're local with your favorite foursome, T-Roy, J-Bird, Surge, and you. Weekdays noon to 2 on the Quad City sports leader. ESPN 1170 AM wants you to be an insider. Get access to great contests at ESPN1170am.com. Brought to you by Necker's Jewelers, where the Quad Cities gets engaged. From the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Hi, this is Mark Brenny. Whether you're searching for a utility ATV for recreation, work, or hunting, you can't top a Yamaha from Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic. Yamaha utility ATVs are renowned for proven off-road capability, durability, and reliability. From the ultimate mid-size, the all-new Kodiak 450 with class-leading comfort starting at just $59.99 to the incredible Grizzly EPS. All Yamaha utility ATVs ATVs are packed with class-topping features like Ultramatic transmission, all-wheel engine braking, exclusive on-command four-wheel drive, adjustable suspension with huge ground clearance to tame the roughest trails, and available class-leading Yamaha electric power steering. Now to learn more, visit YamahaMotorsports.com and Brenny's Motorcycle Clinic today. Don't forget, at Brenny's, we take all trades.
Oh, yeah? How about ex-wives?
No.
Naughty kids?
Nada.
Adult porn stars?
No.
Left-wing liberals?
No.
FBI leakers?
Not happening.
Fake news reporters?
Stop it.
MSRP subject to change. ATVs are recommended for use only by riders age 16 and older. Yamaha recommends an approved training course. See your dealer or call 800-887-2887. ATVs can be hazardous to operate.
Your home of the Chicago Cubs, Chicago Bears, and the only local sports show in the Quad Cities. Don't hassle us, we're local. Noon to 2 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by our friends at Done Right Satellite and Dish. And you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, so local here at AM 1170, the K-Bobber. We're going to talk about 100K. 62 miles this young lady ran last weekend in Dubuque, right?
Yeah, Friday. Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. She said finished in the dark.
Yeah, finished at just before 11 o'clock. Started at 8 a.m.
That's quite an accomplishment. Like every one of us is just like in shock.
It's kind of strange. I mean, I was just talking to my mom about it this morning, actually.
Yeah, why? Why? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, what was your motivation? Yeah, I guess.
So, I mean, I've been a runner my whole life, and it's just kind of like evolved into, you know, I did a marathon after I graduated college, and I actually did the Quad Cities one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it actually ended up being like the hottest day in September that it had been in since 1975. So it was pretty much, it was brutal. And I was like, I don't know about these road marathons. So then I started going out on trails, and I just fell in love with being out on the trails and running miles out there. So it kind of just
probably a little easier on your knees, maybe out on the trails.
It is and it isn't. I mean, because you're going down hills, rocks and.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, probably a little bit better than the pavement for sure.
Do you wear a different kind of shoe when you're out on the trails?
Yeah, I have a trail shoe, a couple different ones.
Yeah. What's your favorite one? What brand?
I'm a Salomon person. I really like Salomon, but I also really love Brooks. So when I'm running on the road, Brooks is my go-to always. Okay. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you run trails at? Eagle Point Park?
No, I run in the mines a lot. Swiss Valley in Dubuque, I go there a lot. I mean, those are kind of the two big actual trail I would call. I mean, there's Heritage Trail, but that's flat and it's. You're not
a
really
challenge
in the
for someone of your caliber.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's just not, it's scenic, but it's not a lot of elevation. It's good to have that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I usually want to buy the Salomon shoes just because they look cool.
They are cool.
I know they look cool.
I don't want to run on a
trail.
Is a Salomon person. So
I've never heard of them.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a
man. I got a
Salomons.
Yeah, I got a Zappos account, man. I know all about this.
What does that mean?
Man, I order shoes all the time. You bring them in. If I don't like them, I send them right back. Zappos.
What?
Yeah.
You have a delivered to door.
I'm a VIP
service
with Zappos, dude.
Where they bring in shoes to you,
I get
and you're
next day delivery. Oh yeah.
How many pairs of shoes do you own?
That's not relevant.
It's like Amazon for shoes.
Yeah, it's not relevant right now. I don't have as many as J Money.
No.
I probably buy a couple new pairs of shoes every 6 months.
I also don't have as many knives as J Money has either, but you know what? That's not saying much.
That's hilarious. But no, my shoes will wear out and I throw them away.
Well, Hallie, how many running pairs of shoes do you have?
I cycle through them, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I try to put maybe
She's running, T-Roy. Okay, I understand why she has to cycle through them. Right?
There's a difference.
There's a time where eventually the tread is going to run thin and everything.
It's probably more wear and tear on yours. No offense.
Yeah, because she's thin and she's not putting a lot of weight and stress on them. Where I'm fat and
you generally you put anywhere between 350 and 450 miles on a pair of running shoes.
Okay.
So I kind of cycle through mine. I don't just wear one for all those months, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I kind of cycle through, but I don't know. I probably have 4 or 5 pairs that I go between.
I always keep 3 pair in the rotation.
Yeah, there you go.
What do you do with your shoes when you're done with them?
Smell them.
I mean,
when they're brand new, I like to smell them after that first sweat.
At 450 miles, they have holes in them, so they're just. Yeah.
Just throw them away.
I'm running so fast. I'm just making.
I guess you could
shoes.
donate.
I know Zappos sends you a special bag for to be like, hey, recycle them. We're gonna
you tie the shoelaces together and throw them over a power line.
Yeah. I don't get my shoes from Zappos.
I'm asking.
No,
I'm asking, Mister. I get a new pair of shoes every
I usually
3
go
weeks to my doorstep.
Running Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, that's where I got my last Brooks from.
Yeah, they're really good.
So this is called the Mines of Spain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Mines
we
of
play
Spain.
softball down there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right off of 61.
Right next to the Stinky plant.
Yeah.
We had to run. So here's a fun fact: we had to run by that plant. I ran by it basically 6 times.
Ugh.
Yeah. So it was
During that run.
It's a 20-mile loop.
Yeah.
So we started up in a park, and then we kind of came down into the mine. So it was 20.2 was each loop.
What did you listen to the entire time?
Nothing.
What? You are a monster.
I usually don't listen.
You ran 62 miles and didn't listen
Here's
to
the
nothing?
thing. I usually do listen to music, and I just go, I have a variety of stuff I listen to, like hip-hop, or I'll listen to, Dave Matthews, or just, random stuff, podcasts sometimes.
Yeah.
But, honestly, I just it just wasn't clicking for me that day. I wanted to just hear my surroundings. So I think I listened to music for maybe 10 minutes, and I was like, nope, I can't do this today.
Okay, number 1, Jay loves Dave Matthews Band. Number 2.
No, he doesn't.
I think I agree with you there, because your batteries are only going to last so long no matter what kind of device you're listening to. So if you start with it and then all of a sudden it goes out.
You're right.
Extra thing in your fanny pack.
I know. I had to bring a phone. I had to bring a backup, pack for my phone because it did die. It got very close to dying.
Yeah.
And my race was being tracked on this app. So people were watching, my mom, she's following me and stuff. I'm I can't let my phone die because then you don't really know where I'm at. So
you gotta get that, put that in the fanny pack or whatever else. I don't know if you ran with a fanny pack or not.
Trail pack.
Trail pack. There you go.
Solomon Trail pack.
Solomon.
Fanny pack's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
I think it is back.
They're back.
For Jay and Grandpa Rossi.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hallie, what was your time?
14:55.
14:55.
So it was a 14-ish something minute mile.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
That's incredible.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's incredible. It's that's
crazy
nuts.
what your body really can do.
So were you a track star, or were you cross country when you were in high school, college?
Cross country was more my thing. I did track just to stay in shape, and I enjoyed it. I love running in any sort, but I did steeplechase in college, so running over those barriers and in the water and stuff. So maybe that kind of set me up for this little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun.
Wow, 62 miles though. That's incredible.
Yeah. Coral comes back. She's gonna have to come up with some. She better be out doing something really cool this weekend. I've just got news for her.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here, and we talked about things to listen to. All right. Last week, Serge, you got out on Thursday before we got to get into this, and on Wednesday of last week we talked about the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to create something brand new. I've got to put it to the list. I've got to put it to print, and people have got to vote. Serge, are you with me so far?
Absolutely.
Hallie, are you with me so far?
I'm with you.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They've got, they put in, you have to be, after your 25 years after your first album, you are now nominated for it. Mm-hmm. But they have other type of things. They have influencers, and then they have this thing called nominees for just a song. Like if a song if it changes things, or you hear that song, you know that what it means or where you were or whatever else. I don't know. But there's one
Money for Nothing and Chicks for Free.
That's not in there.
Oh,
but there's Tequila. Just
an iconic
Pee Wee Herman.
Well, I'm suggesting that we create a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame wing for Jock Jams.
Okay.
So in the initial wing of the Hall of Fame, there's going to be 20 nominees. I have got 5 volumes of Jock Jams, but we did not know this. Rosso, who comes in on Thursdays, told us that there is what was it called?
Rock Jams.
Rock Jams. There's a Rock Rock.
Rock and Jock Jams or something.
All right. So there's a couple things on there. I think there's 2 volumes, and they're going to get an asterisk, but I think we're going to add some in there. So I want to hear what you guys think of these nominees so far. Okay? If there's any not on here that you hear, you're like, okay, I want you to add this on here. Tag team, Whoop, there it is, as an initial nominee.
Yeah.
Whoop,
okay. Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock, It Takes Two.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
Naughty by Nature, Hip Hop Hooray.
What is? I don't even know what that
Hip
is.
Hop Hooray. Ho.
Hey.
Hey.
I love the song. Don't know if it needs to be a top jock jam.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Well, I mean, we got to get 20. We don't have to, but that's what I'd like to do. Technotronic, Pump Up the Jam.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 2 out of the 3 agreed with this one. I want to know what you guys think. EMF's Unbelievable.
I don't know if I know that one.
I know it.
You're unbelievable.
Oh!
Dun, 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 dun,
1991 hit.
Yes.
Them or Jesus Jones. You didn't know who you were going to be a fan of. Neither one of them did anything more after those internet.
You bother me with your
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Hallie's
I'm not loving that one.
Okay. Montel Jordan. This is how we do it.
No, not a jock jam.
Oh, yes.
Jock jam?
You got it. Here's the deal. You got it.
I know it.
I know, like, I know you know it. It's still got to get the crowd going a little bit. I mean, I know it's not like a complete thing where it's going to be a game changer or whatever, but the crowd's got to be like, yeah, like you're sitting next to you, like.
I totally agree with that one.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like think you're at a basketball game, like, yeah,
I feel Serge is like, you got to really impress Serge to get on this list.
You got to be
because like I'm
toe
picturing
tapper,
games
finger snapper.
I've been to, games I've played
Yeah,
in.
but we're going off the list we had.
Yeah.
It's one of the better songs on these lists.
Yeah, it's
That's
one of the
okay,
better
but
ones in
they're-
Volume 2. Volume 2 is awful, by the way.
Yeah. Volume 5's the worst.
I would like to know if someone can ever figure out why I have so much prejudice against 2 Unlimited, who has 4 songs on all of these 5 albums. I can't figure out why I don't like them. But I have not put them on my list yet. What about The Dip by Freak Nasty?
Put my hand
See,
up on
I
your
really like
hip.
that. That's in the same category for me as Naughty by Nature, and Montel Jordan, but I think this goes more with what I'm thinking as far as jock jams.
No Diggity, Blackstreet, featuring Dr. Dre.
I don't know if that's really a jock jam.
Correct. I agree with that one.
I'm not going to argue with Jock Jams Volume 3. They put it on there. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, in Volume 3, we reached the highest out of the U.S. Billboard 200 at 23 out of all the Jock Jams.
You sure you're not on That's What I Call Music?
I am not on That's What I Call Music.
Now, Volume 7.
So you're still kind of, I don't know, no diggity, huh? What about Let Me Clear My Throat, DJ Cool?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, like you guys are at
Nailed it.
Mo Money, Mo Problems, Notorious B.I.G.
No, not a jock jam.
That is such a jock jam.
No, it's not. I love the song, though.
That is a mover, man.
See, I want Hypnotize was the one I wanted.
Yeah. Getting jiggy with it, Will Smith.
Yeah, I think so.
Jock jam?
No.
And I just see, want to be Bettendorf, soccer moms dancing to that in the crowd. It's not a jock jam.
Yeah,
Bettendorf moms can dance.
I don't think that's a good.
If you ask them, they'll tell you.
I don't think it's a
You've
good
never
visual.
seen Bettendorf moms. They can boogie, okay?
What about Everybody Backstreet's Back? Backstreet Boys.
I don't know.
Everybody.
I don't think so. I love the song, but I don't think it's a jock jam.
Grab your body.
This guy
Here's
called
an
the Simon Cowell of the jock jam.
I don't think it's grab your body.
Here's an interesting one.
Not
Push
impressed,
It.
Jay.
Push It by Salt and Peppa.
I really like that.
See, I didn't like.
I like that song.
I didn't like it.
I think this is a no-brainer. Jump Around.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That's 1-1, I think.
Tub Thumping, Chumbawamba.
If that's 1-1 of this, and We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions is 1-1 of the rock and roll version.
Okay. There is a certain thing that I told everybody, the people that were putting this together, that there are influencers. So I'm not going to automatically put in things like YMCA or That's the Way I Like It or Macho Man or Get Down Tonight or anything. Those are influencers. They have their own different, one song a year. There's other ones out there. I have to look up. Is there any? Am I missing any others? I mean,
what about Tootsie Roll?
Tootsie Rolls.
I have Tootsie Roll. We got by the 69 Boys. We crossed them out.
Oh, why?
Same thing.
I voted for it.
Too
I feel
legit.
like that's a jock jam.
Too Legit is not on a jock jam. It has to be on a jock jam.
It has to be on it.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
What
the
about
thing.
Boom Boom Boom?
Venga Boys.
That is on
too.
here. Yes, that is on the list. And
I'll
we
take
did-
that. Or the Venga Bus is coming.
Yes.
Either one.
The Out There Brothers.
No, the Venga Boys.
Where am I? Well, which one am
How
I
about
looking
Lou
at?
Vega?
Boom 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 is
Mambo
Out
number
There
5.
Brothers.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
No, that's not
boom,
gonna.
boom,
Come on.
boom. Let's go
What about
back to
Come
you.
On
That's
and
not-
Ride It?
Huh?
Oh,
Come
yeah.
On and Ride It?
You mean Come On Ride the Train?
The train.
Quad City
The
DJs.
DJs, yeah.
They're in there.
Yeah. Would I not throw them out? I
No,
didn't.
we didn't hear
Yeah,
yet.
we voted for that.
The 2 Unlimited.
Yes. See, I said that last week, and you kind of said no.
I hate them.
But it's a jock jam. It's one of the most iconic.
Well, which one is it? I don't even know what it is. Sing it.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah. That is a high school basketball game montage right there. Is Eye of the Tiger on a jock jam?
See,
No.
that's on the rock and roll version.
Okay. Is it on the rock?
Okay.
Yeah, I think those are like that. You got Back in Black. I mean, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about I Got the Power?
That's
Yeah,
Snap.
that
That
was
got
in there.
crossed
Nice
off.
Snap.
I
That's
like
a really
that
good
one a
one.
lot.
How could that be crossed off?
Well, because I don't know.
Because
But
Jim,
I also
Jim
didn't like
Carrey
it.
took it over and Bruce Almighty.
Because because I Got the Power. They weren't the original ones to do it. Snap wasn't. They stole it from somebody else.
Oh.
What?
Look it up, man. There was 2.
You look it up.
You look it
I
up.
like that song. I've always enjoyed that. I think it should
All
be
right,
on
so
there.
let's just get this out of the way. Any other Rocky themed songs belong on here?
It will only if the only way we got it on there is if it made it on the rock jock. I have to look it up.
Okay. I mean, because you could go Final Countdown, you could go Eye of the Tiger.
No, there has to be parameters for the
Okay.
initial one.
That-
and it's the
I'm-
Jock
so
Jams Wings. Since
that
we're
one I'm
taking it
asking.
from Tommy Boy Records, we
Now,
had to give them
I got a
priority.
couple of these are some you can tell me if I'm wrong. That's okay, but these are what I'm thinking here. Zombie Nation, Ken Craft 400. Remember that one?
That's the
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
What did he call that thing? Rock what? What did Rosso call it?
Chill Rob G's The Power.
He's not listening to me. There's another type of jock jams, and I don't know what it's called. Rock and Sock CD collection. I have no idea. But I think there's 2 albums on there, and that has like "We Will Rock You." So that's, I mean, there are some out there that have to be.
Hallie, when you were saying the boom boom boom, were you talking about the one I was mentioning, or the other one that was say boom boom boom? Now let me hear say wayo.
No, I wasn't thinking,
Okay.
but that's a good one.
That's another one too.
But the first, they both
Okay.
are good.
Jay Bird,
Yes.
7 Nation Army.
Jock Rock. That's what it's called. Jock Rock. 7 Nation Army is the. Yeah.
Okay, Darude Sandstorm.
All right, so Jock Rock.
Okay.
is basically also from Tommy Boy Records and also with ESPN. So it's the same thing, but they made another album out of it. Jock Rock in 1994. All right, We Will Rock You is on there. Blitzkrieg Bop is on there. Moni is on there.
I got. It's called Monsters of Rock. Is that another one?
No.
That's answer to that Jock Rock.
What is Who Wants a Hot Dog?
Hot Dog by LMFAO.
Who Wants a Hot Dog? No, I don't think
Oh, okay,
so.
this song's just called Hot Dog.
This is from Jock Rock Volume 1 in
I've never heard that.
1994.
Tell me more.
I can't even click it. It's just...
Wait, from Volume 1?
That's what it says. Who Wants a Hot Dog?
I don't see this on here.
You
I'm gonna
don't?
find it though.
We eliminated altogether Gary Glitter.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so it's not going to make it. I don't see Who Wants a Hot Dog on any of the 20 tracks on Volume 1.
I have no idea.
What else am I missing here that I need to get on here? Let's see. I mean, there's got to be. I know some of them you're just like, oh, it's not really a jock jam, and they're not going to make it. Only 5 are going to make it. We're going to put this to a vote. But I know when you have
Final
like
Countdown.
Now is that on those? I mean, I get that, but that's really only good for the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to look into this Who Wants a Hot Dog thing. I found kind of what you found, but
like there's just some I just don't want to put into the inaugural nomination. I don't want to put in the Macarena. I don't want to put in
Who Let the Dogs Out.
I don't want to put in Who Let the. I don't want to put in I Like to Move
Is
It.
that the Hot Dog song?
You're gonna.
That's Chill Rob G.
That's.
Yeah.
Who Wants a Hot Dog doesn't even have an artist listed next to it.
I think it's fake. Someone just put that on there.
No, that's a real thing.
I've got the power.
That's Jock Rock Volume 1.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll find it.
So, is there any others though that you guys are?
Okay,
I'd like you guys to come
here,
on
we
right
got an answer here from the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. Israel said that was just a vendor yelling hot dogs. He said he had the CD. Who wants a hot dog?
Really?
Who wants a hot dog?
That made it on this.
All right.
All right. Well, All right, I got to get this thing written up.
Okay, Jay, CNC Music Factory.
Yeah, that's got to be on there, right?
Okay.
Gonna make you sweat. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody dance now, even though that was they didn't give the credit.
Pump Up the Jam. Did we say that one?
Yes, Technotronic.
Technotronic. Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, Hallie, real quick, tell us what we got here. What we're drinking, the Budweiser Black Lager one more time.
Budweiser Black Lager Reserve. So it's aged on 6-year-old Jim Beam bourbon barrels. 7.1%. Comes in a 4-pack actually, and it's super limited. So it's gonna be out in stores. It should actually be out in stores right now. Limited through October through December. So you really like it, don't you?
Right on.
It's
and then
pretty
we've got the organic trio.
Yeah, so we have Trio Water, which is made from birch tree.
And I've got the orange
10
apricot.
calories. It's got a lot of electrolytes packed with vitamins and minerals, and it's good stuff. It's the only product out there that uses this birch water. So
15 permits vitamin C. Jay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Hallie, thank you so much for coming in
Thanks,
and
guys.
keeping us company.
Thanks for being a good runner.
We're going to take a break. We'll come back in with Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times.
All right, pizza lovers, you need to get out to Van's Pizza and More at the Plex, the corners of Middle and Forest Grove Roads. They have outstanding daily specials with that Van's Pizza you love. Today is Wednesday. $1 off their world-famous wings and baked pastas. All you got to do is call 563-232-1396. And Van's Pizza and More will have that stuff hot and ready for you to pick up. Or if you live in Bettendorf, you can have it delivered. Delivery area is limited. Once again, call Van's Pizza and More at 563-232-1396. Van's Pizza and More, 5023 Competition Drive in Bettendorf.
This is Turk Wendell, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Leaks, ruptures, nooks, cranny, crevice, too. You've got those wet basement blues. Call the absolutely dry guy. Call the absolutely dry guy. Put that water back in its place. It's time to reclaim your living space when you call the absolutely dry guy. Or visit us online at absolutelydryguy.com. This was brought to you by Absolutely Dry Basement Waterproofing.
At Casey's, we're not just here for made-from-scratch dough, fresh pepperoni, hand-cut veggies, and melty 100% mozzarella cheese. We're here for game night. Here for online ordering. And here for victory celebrations. Now at Casey's, get a large taco pizza for just $13.99. Casey's, here for handmade pizza, here for good. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
It's October, and at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, Gavin McGrath says, no trick.
Just treats. The Quad Cities knows we trade for anything, regardless of mileage or age. So push, pull, or drag it in.
With over 2,500 quality pre-owned vehicles.
Don't be afraid to trade. Drive home in a better vehicle with payments from $167 a month. For used truck buyers, shop the Quad Cities' best selection of certified used trucks from $10,988. Pre-owned Silverados, Sierras, Rams, F-150s from $10,988. Now at the McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport.
And nobody makes it easier to trade.
Push, pull, or drag it in. You're going to get top dollar and save more on the best selection.
What if I don't have a ghost of a chance to get credit?
All credit applications accepted. Nobody works harder than our credit team to help get you approved.
The McGrath Used Car Superstore of Davenport, 4618 North Brady Street.
Log on McGrathAuto.com.
Sign up to be an ESPN insider, and you can win prizes every month from the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, guys, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Done Right Satellite and Dish. And joining us from the Quad City Times, our favorite, Bobby Metcalf.
What's up, boys?
What's up, buddy?
Yo, Bobby. We got a new manager in the Windy City, the North Side.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Bobby's not excited.
You're not?
I'm just surprised. I thought they had embargoes on being able to do any of this stuff during the World Series. I figured it wasn't going to come out till like.
So
that's what we said
too. Andy from Manatee had a good comment earlier, kind of off of Troy's vibe with, it doesn't matter. If it wasn't the Astros or the Nationals, then he said any delay might seem like something was going on, something would be wrong.
So like Joe Spada. Or Tony Spada, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares now? Because he's not the Cubs manager.
Right.
Yeah, he's nothing now. But
Yeah.
Sure, he's just
I heard he had
one
a
of
good
those dirty.
interview, though. But
Yeah.
I mean, didn't everybody just feel it was going to be Rossi?
Another one of
It
those
was
dirty
Ross for, like,
Astros who
6
don't like
months.
women.
Well, it was, and
No,
then
we
like
like
as of the
women
past,
beer.
like once Madden was moving elsewhere, then all of a sudden like all these other names came up and said, "Nope, we're actually not leaning in any direction. It was this guy, or this guy," and they're like 3 or 4.
It's still Gabe Kapler was the weirdest, by far the weirdest name out there that was mentioned. I mean, I understand Girardi, and Girardi he quit. He stepped down as
Yankees manager.
No, as manager of Team USA Baseball. He wants to get back in the major leagues.
He's going to the Phillies.
Is he really?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's that?
Girardi.
And then Kapler said the Giants are linked to him.
Sorry, he's Rays.
Said that's
No, I heard the
that's-
Giants. His girl Kleinschmidt tweeted out it was a guy from the A's.
This is from the San Francisco Chronicle 3 hours ago.
Okay, well,
we'll
see.
So did you watch any of the World Series last night, Bobby?
No, I went and saw Zombieland.
Oh, okay. Real quick, is that good?
Yeah.
Zombieland 2.
Zombieland 2.
Yeah.
Double tap.
You liked it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I love the first one, and this was pretty solid too.
It looks good.
It also had a Bad Boys for Life trailer in it. So
it had a what?
Bad Boys for Life.
Bad Boys
Will
3.
Smith.
Oh, okay. That's a thing. Okay.
I didn't know it was a thing until the trailer popped up yesterday, and I was like, I'm in. Done.
What's going on? Will Smith's making movies about where he's a younger
Gemini
self.
Man?
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
then
wanna
now he's
see
doing
that.
Bad Boys. And
Bad Boys 3, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Martin's
Joey
back.
Pants is back in it.
Martin Lawrence done anything since he went through that crazy traffic incident?
I don't know. He's in Bad Boys for Life.
Is it called Bad Boys
It
for
is
Life?
called Bad Boys for Life.
Wouldn't that be Bad Boys 4?
No, he's Mike
Should
Loud.
be yes.
Mike Loud.
Kind of like I'm waiting on one more Fast and Furious, so the 10th one can be Fast 10 Your seatbelts.
Oh my God. And then on Monday night, did you watch?
I watched the first couple innings. I was at dinner. I watched the first couple innings and saw the Astros leading like 2-1.
Yeah.
And then went to the movie and came out and saw the Nationals were winning. I was like, whoa, okay. Didn't expect that. 2015, Garrett Cole showed up.
I am going to Zombieland Double Tap tonight, early.
It was solid.
I'll be done and in and out before first pitch. Okay, since we're speaking of movies, did you watch the Star Wars trailer on Monday Night Football?
I did. Not on Monday Night Football. I watched it on Twitter because I wasn't going to watch that debacle.
Yeah, there you go. I like that, Metcalf. Give it to the NFL. Metcalf them. All right, so what did you think of the trailer?
I don't know. Didn't really show much, which is fine, I guess.
I don't want it to show much. I want to be surprised.
I don't know. I'm still like...
I think it's.
I was so excited. Like, I was so pumped when the whole Endgame stuff. I was getting hyped up for that, and then like they dropped the Star Wars trailer, the first Star Wars trailer, like during that, and so I've had a hard time like getting excited for it. I hated Solo. I thought Solo was the worst movie I've ever seen.
What?
Oh yeah, Solo's terrible.
You're crazy. When you wait,
it's the worst. It's the worst Star Wars movie ever made.
When you go to
How do
these,
you figure?
It's horrible.
What's wrong with it?
Everything.
Just everything. I mean, you can't name one specific thing.
Literally everything.
The background story doesn't intrigue you at all. There's nothing cool about the way he met Chewie. There's nothing cool about...
No, the way he met Chewie is stupid.
That was perfect the way he met Chewie.
Stupid.
The whole thing with Woody Harrelson, and he learns to be a swashbuckler from Woody.
The whole point, if you've ever read any of the Star Wars stuff, is that Chewie owes him a life debt, not Chewie and him fight, and somehow he speaks Wookiee out of nowhere.
But those books were written by somebody else. They weren't written by...
care.
Well, I do care because
I'm sorry. The
books
way
are just for like
the whole thing
geek
with Chewie,
fans.
the whole thing with Chewie is stupid.
Whoa!
What?
You can't do that. You can't take
No, you
Marvel
can't.
Cinematic Universe and say this is how it goes in the comic books, T-Roy, and
But those Star Wars books weren't written to match anything that was supposed to go with the movie.
Yes, they were until they reinvented the whole canon. Until Disney bought Star Wars, yes, those books were written with the original trilogy in mind.
With George Lucas's approval, I don't think so.
I don't care about George Lucas' approval.
Well, he created it.
He does.
That's like saying you don't
George
care
Lucas,
what
Lucas. You realize that these new movies don't have George Lucas' approval either.
I understand that, but they're following. At least they're following something that's a movie. That's how Star Wars
George
was. It was
Lucas
always a movie.
You know, George Lucas had no creative input on these movies.
I understand that, but
So
he
why do
created
these
Star
movies
Wars.
matter?
It all started from a movie. It didn't start from a book.
And that's
where the comic started from a comic. Jay, the comic book movie started from a comic. That was their original.
Started from an idea
in a comic.
And people have written books based on the movies.
I'm not going off the book.
He
The
was
movie
a
was
man.
great.
He had a beard.
I thought it was great.
It was terrible.
What did you not like?
I've never. It's the
what
first,
about
it's
Rogue
the first,
One?
It's the. I love Rogue One. It's the first Star Wars movie I have never rewatched.
What's that?
Solo.
I have not seen Solo yet. I've seen every
Watched it
single one of them,
4 times.
maybe at least once or whatever else. Which one's Rogue One? Is that the one?
That's the one right before.
prequel?
Yeah, that's the one.
I saw that once too.
I
saw
walked
that
out.
in theater.
I walked out of Solo and went to Deadpool, and wish I'd just gone to Deadpool first, because Deadpool 2, I guess
I've
it
never
was.
seen Deadpool either.
I didn't think any of the Deadpools were that great. They were good, but not that great.
So
I mean, I liked them, but
anyway, Star Wars is coming out. People are excited about it.
So yeah, but like I don't know.
What do you dress up as when you go to the? Or do you dress up
I don't.
as? What do you dress up as, T-Roy?
I'm going to Solo now, and I'm going to Metcalf's house.
Pick him up and pick him up.
If he goes the original Solo, that's fine. Han Solo is the greatest character ever made. But what they did to him in Solo is a travesty.
The greatest character ever made in Star Wars or in general?
Him and Indiana Jones are the two like greatest.
Oh, you can't give Harrison Ford. You can't give him everything.
Yes, you can.
Well,
Indiana Jones is one of the greatest characters ever made. In cinematic.
Yeah. I got to give him that, dude. Come on, Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun.
That's all right.
He's
I've
two
seen-
of the most iconic movie heroes of all time.
I don't
Yeah.
agree with him on his take on Solo. I thought
All right.
Solo was great.
So it's Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
It started
Then-
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Temple of Doom.
Jewel of the Nile?
No, Temple of Doom.
Romance in the Stone.
That's Romance in the Stone. Temple of Doom. And
Last Crusade.
Last Crusade.
Nobody cares about King with the Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
It's a terrible movie.
Yeah, they had that one.
Okay, all right.
Then 6 Days, 7 Nights, then The Fugitive. Those are all the.
So what
Indiana
was the
Jones
second
movies.
one? What the second
Temple of Doom.
Wasn't Temple of Doom the first?
Dennis Sikaran was in that one.
Wasn't Temple of Doom the very first movie to ever get the PG-13 rating?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I know they got the kid from Goonies in it.
Kate Capshaw's in it.
Mr.
Yeah,
Jones.
Kate Capshaw's in
Yeah. Data, thank you. And then the one with Sean
Dan
Connery
Aykroyd's in
I saw that one.
Yeah, that's good. That's last.
And I
Crusade.
didn't see the Castle Grayskull one.
Don't see that one.
Okay.
Castle Grayskull. So you don't like Indiana Jones?
It's all right. It's cool. I mean, I like it when the guy is flipping all those knives around and then he shoots him. I'm like, that's funny.
That's all you remember from that.
And he doesn't like snakes. I know that.
Nobody likes snakes.
And there's a big boulder he runs away from.
Yeah.
It's a good character.
Dude.
He's no Atticus Finch, but that's all right.
Yeah, I remember Atticus Finch doing all his actions.
He's one of the greatest literary film.
I said one of the greatest
cinematic-
action. I said one of the greatest action heroes.
I get it. Yeah, it's true. I can't. But then again, I haven't seen like who else would be up there that you would. Jason Bourne. I've never seen a Bourne, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you'd like the first one.
Bond. I mean, you put Bond up there.
Oh yeah.
Definitely put Bond up there.
What about
Bourne though?
what's
Who's
Tom
your favorite Bond though?
That's a good question.
I have the beast.
I'd say
in my shite.
I'd say obviously Connery's great, but Daniel Craig's. I love what the Daniel Craig Bond was. I think the last movie was crap, but I think I like the Bond that he does though.
I grew up with Roger Moore, but
Yeah, well, that's maybe the worst.
I've seen maybe one Bond,
Roger
and it's
Craig.
been
Roger
like,
Moore was great.
legitimately 30 years since I've seen a James Bond film.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's just not my thing either.
Where's your Finny Penny?
So what about the Tom Cruise guy in the Mission Impossible?
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
He's a Bond knockoff.
He's a Scientologist.
Oh, I don't know if Ethan Hunt is.
Yeah. Well, Shorty is.
Who else has got action film that could be up there?
Schwarzenegger.
But he's named like his most iconic character,
Terminator.
But he's a villain in one of them.
I can't figure out. He has more like
Bad
heel
Boys
and-
for Life.
He has
Duh.
more turns than like
Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry. How
Bad
about
Boys for Life.
I mean, he was Conan in 2 Conan movies.
Well, I mean, then you got Rambo in there too. We'll talk about that a little bit, but.
I was waiting for a Stallone movie to come out.
I'm not a bit as big like Stallone.
Jay, have you watched the video where the two of them talk about how they like hated each other and they pushed each other and then they became friends?
Who?
Stallone and Schwarzenegger.
Oh no, is that a real thing?
Oh yeah.
That they like thought that they were moving the
Then they
box
started
office
shooting
against
up
each
together.
other.
Yeah, they were each motivating
Did
each
that,
other and like trying to one up each other and
I-
awards and then
Yeah, and Michael Jackson couldn't go to sleep at night because he was too busy thinking about what Prince was going to be recording and everything. No, I'm not into that.
You notice I didn't bring a single Marvel character into the greatest action heroes because they're not.
What are
They're
they?
superheroes.
They're just their own genre.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I'd say it's completely different.
But see, I feel different about Batman
Okay.
because there's been multiple like takes on Batman.
Well, there's
He's a
been multiple
superhero.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're all superheroes. It's different.
Yeah.
There's been multiple Incredible Hulks.
Yeah, and only one has been good.
I don't know which one. Edward Norton.
I like Edward
Lou
Norton.
Ferrigno.
Ferrigno.
That's a great
I
call.
liked him on King of Queens better than the Incredible Hulk.
Okay. All right. So, somehow bring this back to sports. Anyway, so you're fine with David Ross as a Cub fan?
Yeah. I mean, I was torn because of how buddy he is with everyone in there, but people keep pointing out like he was holding them accountable when he was a player in there. So
okay. Here's why I like this, and I'm glad you said accountable. Madden has been known throughout the years to have someone that he respects and trusts in the clubhouse to run his kangaroo court, which is important because all the little things you do, like not hustling out a ball or not doing, the day-to-day stuff on the baseball diamond, you need that to be policed by up here, and you find the right people. And this goes all the way back to his Tampa Bay days, all right? So Madden's always found someone. So I think this is why I like David Ross, the hire, because he can do the same. He can manage the players, and then in the clubhouse, he can find someone that he wants to run his kangaroo court the right way. That part I like.
Here's the thing, though, too. It's not going to, at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to matter whether or not Ross holds these guys accountable or not, but if the front office doesn't give him some help in terms of, I mean.
They need pitching.
They need pitching.
They need
a bullpen.
Starting and bullpen. Middle reliever and strong bullpen.
And it's not like that. I mean, they didn't try. They did not give Madden help. I mean, they gave him Craig Kimbrell.
They tried, but every guy they gave him turned out to be garbage. Yeah.
So like the front office has
they
to do
still
better.
have Kimbrell. It's a multi-year. Yeah.
So they got to do a better job of evaluating players.
You're not kidding. Like
no, I'm not.
No, it's awful. Like the swing and miss rate that lately that they've had is really
It's the same
bad.
problem he had in Boston. He did a great job of building up Boston, but then trying to maintain it. I mean, that year he brought in Adrian Gonzalez and Carl Crawford, and the fried chicken and beer year. They got him fired, or he left, or whatever. I mean, he's been.
Oh, the Nick Punto trade.
I think up there. I mean, he's been shown. Theo knows how to build a.
That's when Beckett and Gonzalez and Crawford and.
I mean, Theo
Punto
knows how to build a contender up, but I don't know if he knows how to maintain it. He was able to build the Cubs up, but then look what he's done since.
I know that Brandon Morrow signing was just
horrible.
Was just incredible. Who didn't see that coming? I don't know, but there's been a lot of swing and misses by the front office.
Yeah.
So hopefully. For Cub fans,
they're good at finding bats. They're good at finding bats. I mean, they got the Castellanos trade was huge. They picked up Daniel Murphy last year. He was a big part of that team. I mean, they're good at finding bats, but they cannot evaluate in pitching to save their lives right now.
They cannot. So, yeah.
They traded that Quintana trade. Still looks terrible every day. You're welcome, Serge.
Looked great at his first game when he went 4 scoreless and hitless innings.
I don't understand he was at best going to be a number 3 on that team. At best. With Hendricks and Lester, he was at best going to be a 3 on that team. And they traded their top prospect and one of their top pitching prospects for him.
That's what we were talking about last night about Ross. Is he going to be the type of manager where he's going to be able to deliver the hard news to Lester and say, I love you, I caught you, but you're no longer our opening day starter?
I hope so.
That's the thing.
He better, because Lester should not be on the mound day one.
He will be opening day starter.
He should
for the
not
Cubs
be
in 2020.
We
can book it right now.
There are 3 guys on that roster who have better chances of being a number 1.
They'll keep him because of whatever reason, whatever record he's got. Whatever record.
I'll tell you the one thing. The one thing is an opening day starter. Who cares?
Maybe John Lester does. Maybe it's in his contract.
What I'm saying, like, what does it really mean? I mean, does it really matter who's your opening day starter anymore?
And if they take that approach to it, then they say, why does it really matter? We'll have John Lester do it anyway.
So if Lester's opening starter, whatever. I mean, should he be? No, but does it really matter? No, because everyone's going to pitch 30 starts anyway.
Yeah. Those are the things that I wonder if he'll be able to do, is to deliver that type of news to his friends.
Well, I mean, he's going to have to. I mean, he's going to have to come out in the middle of an inning and pull Lester when Lester gives up 2 home runs. Or Lester gives up his 6 runs in an inning like he does every 5 games.
Yeah.
He's going to have to.
I understand that.
He's going to have to get on Javi Baez for, staring down a single.
The new cover boy for MLB The Show?
Oh, I'm buying it.
2020?
I'm buying it.
Javier Baez, they already announced that too, which they should have waited till after the World Series to announce that also.
I agree.
I'm kidding.
Oh, opening up Game 7.
I'm kidding, T-Roy. Look at your eye roll.
There's just so much sensitivity in the world these days. I don't think I can take it.
Well, tonight we've got Game 2. Strasburg, 18-6 on the year, 3.32 ERA against Justin Verlander, 21-6 on the year, 2.58 ERA. Should be another good game. Last night, it was an excellent game. Even going into that 7th inning, bases loaded. The guy ended up striking out, but that was it was touch and go. And then I think they were also Springer was maybe about 18 inches shy of hitting the game-tying home run, even though he already hit one.
He's turning himself into a little Mr. October.
Yes, he is. Yeah. But so is Juan Soto.
Oh, yeah.
Like we said, he's joins a list of other players that have multiple extra base hits with at least one home run and stolen base in the World Series, and he's one of four to hit a home run in the World Series before his 21st birthday.
You gonna go to Taco Bell and get a taco?
I am not. I haven't had Taco Bell in over 10 years.
Speaking of things that are terrible,
I think
Taco Bell.
Oh, I don't disagree. But speaking of, I think, has it happened now? Because I know the Cubs game was like the first runner-on stole because Lindor stole. In the first time he got, then Turner last night.
Yeah.
Did they have they had a steal in the first game of every World Series the last 4 years since they started doing this promotion?
Question. I will go back and say I really, really like that move by the Nationals on the very first pitch after Turner made it on there, making it steal, just saying we're not backing down. We're going full force. And that's a good question though about if it's always been in game one or first inning. Tonight for the NBA, Minnesota Timberwolves are at the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls open up on the road at the Charlotte Hornets. Wizards at the Mavs. The Pistons at the Pacers.
Speaking of terrible.
Memphis Grizzlies at the Miami Heat.
The Bulls or just the NBA?
Both.
Cavaliers at Orlando Magic. Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers on ESPN tonight at 6:30. That's a preview of possible Eastern Conference final.
You mean like first round matchup?
Nah, I think Boston's going to be good, and I think Philly's going to be good. Boston's going to be a lot better than last year.
Be like a 3-6 match or something.
Philly's going to be a 2. Milwaukee 1, right?
You just going to sleep on Toronto?
Well, I guess you shouldn't. Fred VanVleet doesn't want you to. He went off last night.
Kawhi's got a new nickname.
What is it?
The Quiet Storm.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They're saying he's now the best player on earth.
He is. He really is.
I think so too.
Well, there was many people that were saying was LeBron even one of the top 3 on the floor last night at some point.
Yes.
Green led the Lakers in scoring.
Jesus.
Anthony Davis and then Kawhi Leonard.
LeBron's one of the best.
Well, I mean, he of all time, but I mean, currently, is he?
In last night's game, I don't know. All right, but of all time, yes. Just because he didn't have the best game.
I don't know. T-Roy, I'm sure you were just on the edge of your couch watching these games last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Sacramento Kings go to Phoenix Suns.
I watched baseball because I like American sports.
And
he was relacing his Solomons
tonight. Nuggets go to Portland tonight. That'll be on ESPN as well. The Knicks at the Spurs and the Thunder at the Jazz also. So, happy birthday to Keith Van Horn. Born this day in 1975.
Number 78.
Number 78 what?
Keith Van Horn?
Was he?
Which Keith Van Horn are you talking about?
The one that went to Utah. That's all I know.
No.
Yeah.
Real Keith Van Horn. Played for the 85 Chicago Bears.
Oh.
The real.
One of the Black and Blues brothers.
Well, the other one's fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Black and Blues brothers.
Yeah.
Correct. Absolutely.
That's what I said. Booby trap.
It's like Pudge. Yeah. There's one Pudge. Sorry, Ivan.
Yeah. This weekend, Bobby. You got a lot of traveling to do?
No, I'm staying in town. Got 2 hockey games.
Oh, that's right. Friday and Saturday night.
So no
the
high
opening
school
night.
football for you, huh?
No high school football for me.
You're going to get your laser bracelet.
Yep.
So when you go jogging, you can use that over and over again when you jog at night, right?
Bobby yells jogging. He's
then you're going
J.
trick-or-treating with Storm players after the game on Saturday. You're dressing up as Solo, but the original one, not the new one, right? Yeah, okay.
He would be a good solo.
You would be.
I got him grow my hair out a little bit more.
Yeah, he'd be a good solo.
You guys' show would be good solo.
What do you say?
Wow. Stop talking about this.
Oh, yeah. But that's this weekend, and then
it got heated after like one sentence with you two.
But then you
we disagree.
I shot first. All right.
Yeah.
So
I think it was a good movie. Sorry.
And then you guys are going to be busy doing previews for the playoffs, right? For the high school football playoffs?
Yeah. Gonna have probably like 6 teams in Iowa and around 10 teams in Illinois.
Is anybody going down to Moline to cover that? Or to Quincy to cover Moline?
No.
All right.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, Because you get those are both are announced on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Illinois
Iowa's
does a
in the
little bit
morning,
bigger than
And Rocky's in already, correct?
Rocky's in. Allman's essentially in. I mean, I don't want to go through every single team, but in the Big Six, I think Moline can get in with a win. Geneseo's out, I believe. Sterling's in. Sterling's won the conference.
And then,
Iowa, Bettendorf's basically in.
They're basically in, but you got to figure out where they're going to travel to.
Right.
North going to be in?
They need to win and then probably a little bit of help.
Our friend of the show, Roland, who did the FBI, they were 18th in the FBI, right? RPI, right? They're 18th.
20th, I think.
Oh, okay. And then I think like Marshalltown needs to lose, and I think then they can jump. He did some pretty good research.
I doubt he would be able to do it, but I was trying to do some research. It's impossible.
Really?
With the opponents' records and all this stuff, everything fluctuates.
It's just not working out for North?
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I'm just
saying like it's way too hard to figure out.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Meaning there's a shot. They need some help.
They need to win, and they probably need some help. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then who else from this area on the Iowa side?
North Scott.
Yep.
Assumption also needs to win and have some help.
They need some help.
That was a tough one last week. I'm trying to think here. West Liberty and Tipton are playing. Tipton's probably in. West Liberty's in with a win. Eastern Valley's in, most likely.
Okay.
Midland needs a win and get a little bit of help. So yeah, it's going to just kind of come down to what all happens this week in terms of who wins, who loses, and
then what else do we have coming? Do we have district cross country coming up, or is it tomorrow?
Yes,
it's tomorrow. And then when state? A week from Saturday?
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Okay, probably it's a week from Saturday. It's usually on the weekend, I think. And the girls' volleyball is going to start their postseason, and same thing with the swimming.
Yeah, I have Assumption's. That's where I'm going to be tonight. Assumption hosting Comanche in volleyball.
In the postseason?
Yep. And then, Storm this weekend.
What do you think about this team? It's a little bit different than last year's.
Well, they went down in Peoria and got a point, which they didn't do last year.
Did you see the
That's
jersey
big.
things, by the way?
Yeah,
we had Gwen in.
I did.
Man, these things are awesome. I taped them up just so I could see them all. I love them.
Yeah,
they got a nice piece, added a nice piece today. Guy got sent down from Wichita. He's a plus point a game player in the ESPHL.
What does that mean?
Means he's averaging over a point a game. So he's either scoring a goal or having an assist every single game.
And he's coming from Wichita?
Yeah, that's
in Kansas, Jay.
He was on Peoria last year. The Storm traded for his rights. He was up in the ECHL. He got sent down yesterday. So,
well, that's good.
He's got 62 points, and I think it's like 51 career SPHL games, 55 career SPHL games, something like that.
So how is the Storm looking this year?
Well, I haven't seen them play a game yet.
I know, but
so
what do you
hard.
think? If you can recklessly speculate, how are they going to be?
I think they're going to be much better than they were last year. As I said a week or two ago, I think they're going to
you
around
gave
30
it like
wins.
35 wins or
30 wins.
Like that,
I don't know what that means in the league.
Well, they'd be above 500 and make the playoffs.
Love that. We gotta bring it back to the old days when
it's all going to depend on, again, call-ups. I mean, if they play well, guys might get called up to the ECHL, and that's going to change things. I mean, if they keep this core here all year, they got a chance to be pretty good. It's just going to depend on it, like it does every year, on who they lose.
Sometimes it's hard to follow like all this smaller minor league type of sports.
It's just like baseball.
It is, but then I don't know who we're affiliate of.
You're not.
That's what I'm saying. What's the call up to?
Whichever ECHL team wants it.
Yeah.
Says, hey,
we'll give you. They have to pay for the player.
No.
No.
All right. They just say, hey, we want this guy on our team. If he says yeah, he goes up there.
That doesn't seem fair at all.
Well, that's the nature of the beast.
I understand that, but I mean,
like when they were the Mallards in the ECHL, so that's what they were doing. So when when they were affiliated with Iowa, or when they were affiliated with Vegas or Chicago, and they said, okay, we're going to call so and so up, well, then they could go to the SPHL and said, we're going to take this guy.
Okay.
So the SPHL basically there's a federal hockey league, which is like is a little below this one, which you could take guys from. But.
Well, speaking of the minor leagues, I know this thing's been going on. I don't know too much about it. I don't know, but this whole leaked thing about the minor league baseball, about possibly 40 teams.
Yeah, I think it's cutting down 40.
They want to cut down 40 teams, and they are the ones that aren't affiliated. And they want to create a dream league for those that don't make it on an MLB roster or minor league roster, right?
I mean, I haven't really looked into
That's about it. And for some reason, we've gotten up in arms over it, and people are going to asking the Clinton Lumber Kings and our media, and they're asking the Bandits, and it's not. They're affiliated. They've signed contracts.
Yeah.
They're not going to be. They're not going to leave our community.
We're talking about like the St. Paul Saints, I'm assuming. Right?
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, it's one of those things like people freak out and they're like, "Oh, this is." I mean, I know it's not good if you lose 40 minor league franchises, and it's been voted down by minor league baseball, so they're not going to eliminate anything like that. But
there's only so much talent.
Yeah,
there's only so many roster spots.
But they've got like such a bit. I mean, Major League Baseball. It's a weird animal. The draft and everything else, and there's just so many players, and they're moving the draft now. It's no longer. It's going to be till after. It's not going to be till after the College World Series. So, but yeah, I mean, I get it that there's only so many spots, but it's also a sport that a lot of people aren't playing as much.
It's also a sport that I don't know how people are going. How many teams are making money? How many teams are going? How many people are going to minor league baseball games?
Well,
I don't know. Like I'm saying, I haven't really looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, we get a great turnout here because we have a great ball diamond. But he's absolutely right. I mean, think about years past, Jay. I mean, you had Waterloo Indians. There was all kinds of different teams. I mean, they're gone now.
Yeah, I don't even know.
I mean, there's got to be more than that. I just know that they lost minor league baseball back sometime late 80s, early 90s.
Well, they turned into like a wooden bat league for college kids once they were done with their season.
Yeah, but that
Waterloo Bucks.
Yeah, but that stadium is just garbage.
Bobby, so the Nationals hold a 1-0 lead in the World Series. Who are you pulling for? Who do you think's going to win?
I want the Nationals to win.
You do?
Absolutely.
See, me and Bobby, we started out disagreeing. Been on board ever since.
On board ever since. Why the Nationals?
Because they never won it, and their assistant GM isn't a piece of garbage. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that thing got a lot bit thicker, man. Like all of a sudden they were going to come out going, "Well, I don't think this exactly happened." What remember I said, "Well, let's wait and see what the truth is," and then they backpedaled fast. We're like, "Yeah, you need to go back," and made him issue a statement. He's like, "Well, I said some things that were regrettable," so he basically admitted to doing what he did. It get further down the rabbit hole.
It's one thing to say that. It's another thing to then accuse them of making it up and then having other people say, no, actually it happened, and then going, oh, well, yeah, okay, we screwed up. And they still haven't apologized. They still haven't apologized to the reporter for saying she was a liar.
Well, how did they say she was a liar?
They said this never happened. This is false. You know,
they said he was making comments regarding a player about a situation, meaning like the guy.
That's what the next statement was, but the first statement was basically saying this didn't happen.
Yeah. Oh, boy. See, I only read the second one, so I didn't know.
Yeah, no, the first day was basically like this didn't
It got
happen.
pretty deep, man. And
then other reporters came out and said, no, it did. I was in there. I saw it happen. And then that's when they came out and said, oh, he was just showing his support for a player who happened to give up the game-tying home run, and, you know.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be like because he was dealing with a difficult question about giving it up, and the guy was like overdoing it, trying to, according to the Astros, like being a rah-rah cheerleader, like I'm so happy. What is this guy thinking then? And there's no way anybody's that anybody's that crazy to say like, oh, you're wearing a purple bracelet. I'm going to scream in your face. I'm happy that we brought this.
Arrogant, maybe.
I guess it's a little.
I'll bet this. I'll bet he didn't see the purple bracelet, but I'll bet he was.
No, he did apparently. Or I mean, I don't know if he saw the purple bracelet, but he's had problems with this reporter before.
That's what I said yesterday. I said I guarantee he's had a problem with this reporter.
Well, this isn't the first time the Astros have had a little bit of problem with the media. Didn't they usher out someone from the Associated Press that Verlander didn't like in their dugout sometime, I think in August? Said, I don't want him in here.
I don't remember what that was. There was something about that, though.
So the Astros they go by their own set of rules. So maybe they're not the team to cheer for.
No, you already chose them. Too late.
Well, they're an affiliate for the Riverband, so I'm sticking with it. And I'm going as Grandpa Rossi for Halloween.
All
right. You can pull that off.
Yeah, I'm going to pull it off as soon as somebody gives me a Cubs hat and a Cubs pullover.
But I like the Nationals. I mean, you know, you got great pitching, some good players. They're going to lose Rendon this year, so they're probably not going to be able to get back next year. So why not? New blood.
New blood.
The Cubs are getting Scherzer and Cole.
And Cole.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
It's true. It's happening.
All right. Well, Bobby, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it as always. Follow him on Twitter at Bobby Metcalf 88, and you can get up to date on all the things he's writing for the Quad City Times and the Quad City Storm as well. So, Bobby, thanks a lot, buddy, and I will I'll let you know how I think about Zombieland after I watch it tonight.
I'm going with Bobby to see the new Star Wars at Christmas.
And then Bad Boys for Life?
Yeah. What is with the Bad Boys for Life anyway?
I know, he
What's
loves
stay
that.
for what? Is it the stay through the credits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, breaking news. Adam Thielen is out for Thursday night.
Yes, he's out for Thursday Night Football, so I'm not trading for him on your team. So we're no longer kicking tires in fantasy football for him.
Then you can't have him, period.
I bet you I could get him.
Nope.
I bet you I could. All right. Read a promo for me.
All right, guys.
We'll be right back with Tom Kakert from Hawkeye Report, and want to thank Bobby from the Quad City Times coming in.
Front Street Brewery is the oldest brew pub in the state of Iowa, nestled right along the bank of the mighty Mississippi. It's been serving beer to the community of Davenport since 1992, such as their Davenport Gold, the Wise Guy, Raging River, and the ever-popular Cherry Bomb Blonde. You can check out the Facebook page for food and drink specials and visit the webpage at www.frontstreetbrew.com. Coming back soon, the restaurant at 208 East River Drive, and the tap room is always open in the Freight House Complex. Those are our friends from Front Street Brewery.
This is UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us. We're local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
Your kitchen and bathroom are the places your guests will see the most when they visit your home. Don't let them see scratched surfaces, outdated cabinetry, and faded walls. Now's the time to complete the home renovation of your dreams. For this type of project, you need an all-star. You need to call Mike at All-Star Home Services. Check out their past transformations at all-starhomeservices.com. Call now and get $500 off your complete kitchen or bath project. Call 563-299-3786 or visit all-starhomeservices.com. ESPN 1170 AM is the Quad City sports leader and your home of the local sports show Don't Hassle Us, We're Local. Listen for a chance to win everything from tickets to free food every time you win and pick up your prize at the ESPN 1170 AM Pepsi ticket window. We'll give you a free Pepsi for the road as well. It's like winning twice. Get more chances to win by downloading the ESPN 1170 AM app or by going to ESPN1170am.com.
At a time of personal loss, we each express our feeling in our own way. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory recognize that no one service is right for everyone. That's why we offer various options for the most appropriate service, the most fitting farewell, and personalized attention to detail. Whelan Presley Funeral Homes and Crematory, Rock Island, Milan, Reynolds, and the Knox Chapel.
Online sports betting is here with EliteSportsbook.com. If you are an active Rhythm City Casino Resort Club member, go to EliteSportsbook.com now and follow the prompts to start betting. Not a Resort Club member? Visit Rhythm City to join today. Bet with Elite Sportsbook at Rhythm City Casino Resort or online now. More ways to get in the game with EliteSportsbook.com and Rhythm City Casino Resort. Must be 21. Gambling a problem? Call 1-800-BETS-OFF.
In business, is it better to build your way to growth or buy your way? First Midwest Bank has ideas. It's a critical decision and different for every company. A First Midwest commercial banker can help you weigh your options because at First Midwest, they're not just bankers, but expert financial advisors. Talk to one today or visit wehaveideas.firstmidwest.com. M&A Momentum, Strategic Momentum, Business Momentum, First Midwest Bank.
From the Sheedy Family Chiropractic Studios, this is the Quad City sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM, KPOB, Davenport.
Thanks to Bobby Metcalf for stopping in and having the wrong opinion on Solo, but hey, that's all right. We love him anyway.
He waits till he's not even out the door of the building yet.
That's so awesome. I know. And do a little shake and cake.
Shake and cake.
From the Hawkeye Report, Tom Kakert.
What's up, boys?
You want to turn on his mic?
Is Jake going to turn my mic on?
No, he doesn't care.
Just like that you're paying attention.
David Ross in the studio.
Yeah. Gonna go to him. Tyler Drever says I can't go on Facebook. Said I can't go to him because I was mean about him. I said too late. I'm going anyway.
Because you're mean.
He's still a glorified mascot to me.
Wow, dude.
I'm good with the hire.
I have no problem with it either. I think he's going to be good.
You know what I think?
What?
I think it's either going to go really well or it's just going to be a complete and unmitigated disaster.
That's the breaking stuff we bring in for these hot takes, Tom Caker.
There's going to be no in between. It's going to either be just, boy,
I think you're going to have.
We're going to look back a year from now and go, boy, this was a genius
It's
move.
like you've never read Twitter before.
Or we're just going to say it. There we go.
That's exactly what's going to happen. It's already happened. Have you not looked at any social media?
No.
I don't like this hire. I love this hire. I don't like this hire. Not a good hire. I like this hire.
The hire isn't going to mean squat if they don't do something with the pitching staff and the bullpen. I'm sorry.
We have lost the ability as a society to find middle ground on anything.
I don't disagree with you there.
Oh, you're not kidding. And one week ago, we sat here and we talked about this Ragbri situation, right?
Yeah.
And now we have Right Iowa. This is more of back to the cancel culture or the quit culture. This is more than people look into than just a matter of, good job. They hold the Des Moines Register accountable. The majority of people, the vast majority of people that I know that annually ride Ragbri are not on the side of TJ at all.
Yeah, because they don't care. They didn't think, boy, Ragbri, Des Moines Register. They don't think of it that way. It's just a social event.
Well, and it was one reporter and one editor.
Yep.
And that's what our point was when it kind of first started. I mean, we were mad at first, whatever, but once you start getting a clear mind about it, yeah, it's gone a little too far.
You talk about do you know anything more about this at all, Tom? Do you follow the story about
I haven't followed that story at all.
There's something that's suspected. There's something that's suspect.
Somebody else is going to step up and take over Ragbri. It can't be that hard. I'm sorry. It's a race. Literally,
there's a lot to do, though.
There's a lot to do, Jay, but it's not like there's not anybody else in the world that can't do it.
Oh, I understand that.
That's my point.
The only thing that I'd heard, and I don't know if it's even true,
it's not like you're going to the damn moon.
That the guy that took his ball and went home was trying to make more of a political statement than anything else.
See, and I didn't get that from him. I got that he didn't like the fact that they were telling him not to make comments about it. And kind of like the NBA coming in telling these guys don't make comments about China. And I think he was like, well, I'm going to make comments about it if I want to.
My gut tells me something
I get what
else.
he's doing, but at the same time...
This guy's trying to make a dime off of this in his own way and doesn't want people to tell him what to do. Like the Des Moines Register telling like micromanaging something that he doesn't understand, that they may not understand.
The Des Moines Register is the boss of Ragbri.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You do what your boss says.
Exactly, 100%. Yeah. I think he doesn't want a boss anymore.
Ragbri isn't going anywhere. Right Iowa.
Who doesn't sit there and say I can do it better? Who doesn't sit there and say I can do it
Iowa
better?
will happen for 2 years and
then
it'll
disappear.
Right, a period.
Bingo.
Yep.
So that's everybody, let's not worry about it. Let's move on.
Yep.
I
can tell you wholeheartedly what's going to happen, Jay. I'm not going to write neither one of the damn things.
I disagree with the thing. Like, just move on.
You know what? I'm going to boycott it with you, T-Roy.
There you go. I know.
I think some people hold. I think some people hold this.
I have friends who ride.
Public opinion, the court of public opinion, like it's going to show that this guy is right because they're going to like litigation over this. They're going to fight over this because I mean they're
going to try and prevent him from having his event. But he can't contractually be prevented from doing it.
Our friends down the hall talked about it today, and I actually went on Twitter and I said I think you guys are on the wrong side of this because they said court of public opinion is going to be on TJ's side, and I said I think you're wrong. And I wrote that to him. I said the vast majority of people I know that ride this annually are not on TJ's side. Yeah. And then I sent a link of to the Ray Gun site, the article that it was just basically you're either with TJ or you're against. There's no middle ground.
Yeah,
and majority of people are not on side.
I think just the thing is listen.
I don't even know if it's going to see 1 year.
All right, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
What sounds cooler?
Okay.
Ride Iowa, Ragbri.
Ragbri. No, Ragbri does. Yeah.
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 It's a tradition.
It's the tradition, but
I just think it sounds.
so many people outside of this area don't know what Ragbri is. But if you say Ride Iowa,
in the cycling community,
cycling community,
but that's why it's huge because the cycling community people start getting into it and they meet other cycles and they go, "Oh man, best one ever."
It would
Ragbri.
Here's the comparison. It would be like if somebody Ed Froelich, who's left the Bix, decided now to go do his own 7-mile run in late July in Bettendorf.
Yeah. Called it the Hustle.
Yeah.
Foster, don't start something we can't finish. Come on, man. Just slow it down. People are going to think.
Jay
Last
Ragbright
night you said something. We had
stands
people at
for.
a country club saying that we were trying to talk bad about the
Oh
country club.
my dear Lord! Was
So
that
let's
something?
What'd you do to the
it
country
down.
club?
Oh
Well,
boy!
he just asked if they had
There's
came
some
in to
sensitive
fill a
people out
spot,
there.
and someone took it as we were saying the country club wasn't doing their job, and that wasn't what we were saying at all.
They're gonna deny my application now.
Sensitive. They call
They'll
them
still
so.
take you as a cook.
Okay, thanks.
He was talking about what did you go do?
Busboy, Caker, get it right.
All right, Don, let's cover this very gently.
I
I
can't
went to the golf
outing.
outing. I went to the Have Life golf outing, and we were talking about, and
They invited me to the Have Life golf outing too, to pour martinis.
And that's what Serge and I were talking about. There was somebody that didn't show up. A volunteer that had nothing to do with the country club did not show up.
And then
and so the Have Life people were like, "Hey, Troy, do you happen to know somebody?" Because they know of the other connection with the bars.
Right.
I said, "I'll give it a shot." And Jay goes, and Jay, not understanding that it was a Have Life person that didn't show up, not a Have Life, but someone associated more with Have Life than the country club.
Right.
Jay was like, "Well, how come the country club didn't send someone out there?" And I said, "Well, it wasn't their thing.
They did though. In the end,
no, someone went out and did it. I
Right,
don't know if it was a country club person or not, but my deal was, no, the country club, everybody that was there from the country club was there to do their specific job.
Sure.
Because there was a
they didn't
huge
have
golf
anybody
tournament.
They didn't have anybody they could spare.
Yeah.
On the current staff to go jump
to go
at this
do a
to
volunteer
fill
thing.
in.
Yeah, that
to fill
wasn't
in.
supposed to be what they
Right,
were doing.
I got you.
So
and
then
they did. Well, but and I also said, right after we said that on air, I said, no, the country club did a great job. Mike Scott, Sarge, all of them did a great job. I made that comment.
Then go figure. Someone didn't listen to the entire.
Someone just heard a
conversation.
snippet of something and said, "Hey,
They
they're
made a
saying-
phone call.
They made a phone call saying,
the
"Hey, those
general
guys
manager.
are talking bad about the country club," and we're like, "No, we weren't." So Jay, don't be making up races that we can't start.
Well,
okay?
and I was teasing a friend of mine who was helping set up and work her butt off for that. I was teasing her about calling me last minute. I'm like, I would love to come out there and volunteer for you. I'm like, I just can't under this short of notice. I'm unable to.
Well, I've already put myself out there,
Yeah.
and I've,
Heck yeah, I'd help
I've
out there in a
volunteered to
heartbeat.
make sure to help them find someone next year.
Dear Lord, just keep calling your local country club general manager to tout.
Now, Jay, so you're gonna get us in trouble again.
So Jay, you asked what
People are-
Ragbright stood for.
Yes.
Registered annual great bike ride across Iowa.
There we go. That's all I asked.
You didn't know that?
Registered- Well, I
didn't know.
I knew
I
something
did.
close to that. Registers
Annual great bike ride across Iowa.
That's fantastic.
Well,
See,
it
that's
took
gonna
me
work.
until my sophomore year at Augie to understand that Bix was a foot race, not a bicycle race.
Why would you think it's a bicycle race?
Because nobody told me otherwise. I'd never seen it. I'm not from here.
All right.
Yeah.
Bix 96 is my favorite one.
Shake and cake.
Tom,
Did you see Jim Harbaugh had to write a letter to recruits?
Again, I get sometimes I
Why?
get really frustrated about notifications, and I'm just like, I just want to like screen snap it and write no or don't care. Because why? Because there's rumors
been
out
a
there
rumor, and
that
I think Joel Klatt even said something on air that he'd heard
Yeah, it's Joe
something
Klatt,
that
He's ready to go
Harbaugh's
back.
looking to get back to the NFL.
And he said it was, quote, total crap.
yeah,
Harbaugh denied. He said, no, it's total crap.
I deny it too. He's looking at the NFL.
He said, here's his letter. Dear parents, I'm reaching out to you to let you know that recent claims that I'm pursuing an exit strategy that he quoted are total crap. It's an annual strategy driven by our enemies to cause disruption in our program and to negatively recruit. And by the way, I don't even have an agent or representative.
Mm-hmm. Sure he doesn't.
Anyway.
I just have a good friend who lives in Atlanta.
Or
so
mine.
if Quinn is let go, I'm okay with Coca-Cola and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. I just happen to have Arthur Blank's phone number.
George is nice this time of year, I hear. But I have nothing to do with this.
Go blue at the end.
Yeah, but I have nothing to do with this. Yeah.
Conan, what are the best things in life?
Yeah.
To see your enemy throw him before you and hear the lamentation of the
Dear
women.
parents, it's total crap. But I'm not going to not answer the phone if they call.
Here's the thing you never believe
Who's
about
he gonna
coaches.
coach?
Atlanta.
You never believe these things after the Nick Saban thing when he was with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm never going to coach at Alabama, is what he said. You know, essentially.
Well,
I'm not leaving.
Here's the deal.
And then a week later, he was on a
him
plane.
lying to professional players and a guy lying to college recruits is two different things.
I don't believe anything.
Lying is lying.
Those guys are paddling in the same boat, and I
Tom,
don't believe.
Lying is lying, yes. But all right, you're a kid. You want to come play for this coach at
Oh,
school.
hey, by the way,
you're getting recruited. You're a professional football player. You get drafted and you're signed.
Urban Meyer says he's not coaching either, but there is one job in the NFL that he'll take.
Cleveland Browns.
That's not true.
New England Patriots.
You're wearing it on your shirt.
The Dallas Cowboys.
That's what he said. He goes there because they were talking about possibility and Lincoln Riley, and he goes, listen, the Cowboys are like the Yankees. That is a phone call that you take no matter what. And then they asked him, would you coach? And he said, absolutely, I'd take that job.
Would you want Urban Meyer as your coach?
If Urban Meyer is your coach, I guarantee you are not. I think I know you well enough that you're not going to be wearing the star.
Oh.
I think I know you well enough.
Yeah, I'm going to be mad again. Like, remember when they said they were going to draft?
Yeah, Johnny Manziel.
I said that they draft Johnny Manziel, I'm done.
Yeah.
If they hire Urban Meyer, I'm done.
He just said it's a
Wow.
phone. He said it's a phone call you have to take, and yes, he would be interested. When they asked him.
I will get Jerry Jones' phone number and I will read him the right.
The Joker.
Well, I know everyone tunes in to listen to the hard-hitting stuff about Iowa football.
Sure.
And do you want to get to that first, or do you
Sure.
want to look at coaches' contracts
Sure.
according to the USA Today?
Hey, Kirk's a better value these days.
He is. We can look at other value. All right, let's talk
he's
Iowa
exactly
football
where they're ranked in the polls.
That's right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's talk Iowa football first. So Brandon
Sure.
Smith is out 3 to 5 weeks.
Yep. Knee.
Yep.
Knee injury is what I was told.
Originally, he just thought it would just be a bone bruise.
Bone
right?
bruise.
Coach
and
Ferris.
they found, that was immediately after the game.
That was immediately
and
after
they
the
had not done MRIs or anything. So
I give credit to Rosso on Twitter. On the game, he's like he's withering in pain.
yeah,
Like
he
right
was
away.
in a lot of pain. Couldn't put any weight on it, so you kind of knew there was something more to it. And when you watch the replay, somebody was speculating, well, maybe he took a helmet to his bone or something, and he didn't get hit with a helmet. He got twisted.
Yeah.
Did you see the Ferentz on Monday Night Football had a nice little pancake blog?
Yeah, he's playing fullback.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
James making money. James was at the which game was it? Penn State game.
Okay.
I think they were on a bye. Whenever it was the Pats were on a bye, he was back.
What were your takeaways from the game? Because I had more takeaways from what I saw out of Purdue. Like, I just feel that Iowa did what they were supposed to do. I thought the O-line looked good. I thought Kellenberger had another good game.
Kellenberger had a nice. He delivered a. It was like he was over at the Pancake House.
Yeah, he delivered his own.
He was over in Bettendorf at the Pancake House.
And I tried to focus on Wirtz a lot. Wirfs, I mean.
You know what was funny is Mike Mayock was in the press box.
Okay, that's for the Raiders.
And so was the general manager of the Steelers. I just thought that was interesting that there were two GMs. Normally the GMs aren't out there.
Right.
But it was interesting. I think they wanted to see Wirfs, Alaric Jackson, probably up and Essa. But
did you stand next to him? Did you stand next to him in the food line?
No.
Did you see if they?
Did you see what they ate?
No.
I'd like to know what an NFL GM.
I'm saying I thought the O-line looked great. The running game did its job. They looked good. I was impressed with the freshman quarterback and the freshman receiver from Purdue.
David Bell, who Iowa desperately wanted.
Yeah.
And you can see why. Because he's really, really good.
Yeah.
Can you imagine they have him and a healthy Rondale Moore?
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, he was just getting into the zone and finding the spots, and he was very polished, running great routes. I was impressed. I think he's going to give us some fits and done it.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Iowa's just not clicking yet. They're just not clicking, and they've got to figure out a way. They barely eked out getting over 100 yards rushing, and that happened late with Mekhi Sargent running for 35 yards and 2 carries, getting into the end zone. Otherwise, they weren't going to be over 100 again. Here's the fun stat. Who would have thought this? Nate Stanley is the leading passer in the Big Ten right now. Average yards per game.
Oh, wow.
253, I think.
It's not, and total yards.
Yeah. It's crazy. Nate Stanley.
Yeah.
Nobody would have thought that.
what do you think going into this weekend? Take us through give us the agenda because T was going to ask anyway. When are you coming in Friday night?
Well, by the way, is Saturday first one to double figures wins between how bad Northwestern's offense is and Iowa's offense?
I just hope Iowa can just score, right?
Yeah, you would
Iowa minus what, 10?
I think it opened up at 11. Could be down to 10 by now.
It's like 10.5, I think.
I don't know how much of this game I'm gonna be able to watch.
What side are you on?
To be honest with you, this is a stay away. But
if you're gonna bet it, you're betting Northwestern, right?
We're gonna do it on our pick 6 on Friday, and I'm gonna take Iowa just because I always do. But I don't want to.
You don't like money?
I'm not actually placing money on this at all. I think Iowa can be up by 10. But I don't know if it'll be any.
Randazzo and I were talking, and we had a good teaser idea.
Okay.
6 or 7.
Dude, he comes up with more teaser ideas than any dude I know. By the way,
Randazzo.
Yes.
Oh, I know. He's Mr. Teaser.
Yeah, he's a teaser.
What's your 6 team teaser?
No, it's not
6 point. 6 point.
Northwestern. It's 6 or 7, whatever you want to do. Purdue, who's a 8-point favorite against Illinois, so basically you just get them to win.
Yep.
And Ohio State. Because they're 14-point favorites. You just tease them down to like a touchdown against Wisconsin.
And then what do you do with the rest of it?
Not be
That's it.
14-point favorites against Wisconsin.
That's it.
They should
you
not
tease
be
them down to 7. What do you give in Iowa?
I don't like that.
The Iowa one will be up to like 17.5.
I'm not a Wisconsin fan. I'm not a Paul
Give
Chryst
Iowa
fan.
17.5?
No, give Northwestern.
Yeah. Take Northwestern and the points.
Yeah, that's a good call. I don't like that Ohio State one. That's going to bite you.
7. You think it's going to be closer to 7?
I have to say Wisconsin. It was a trap game for Wisconsin. I have to. But then again,
it's on the road at Columbus.
I know where it is, but 14's a lot.
I was very impressed with
that's
Wisconsin
why I said tease it
last
down
week.
to.
I think you're right on the trap game. You got to give Illinois credit for what they did.
Tease it down to 7.
I see that. And about the Wisconsin, though, you said it yourself, like, who has Wisconsin played last week? I'm like, yeah, good point. But
here's the incredible thing about about Illinois' win is they never ran a play in the red zone. Illinois did the whole day, and they only had the ball for 19 minutes.
Well,
the entire game.
The other thing
that's
about
incredible
Wisconsin, and we talked last week, and this was we were talking about Coach of the Year. And PJ Fleck got it brought up, and I said Paul Chryst. And then I just realized, but last week, he's not going to win it. And did you see the stat of the last 5 punts from Wisconsin? What the time was left on the play clock?
No.
Illinois
hit that kick. They drove down in the last 33 seconds.
Well, if you look at the last play call.
If you look at the last 5 punts by Wisconsin, and the time left on the play call, it comes at play clock. I think it comes out to 47 seconds.
Wow.
That they burned. That they just
somebody tried
out there
to buff it too, or whatever.
How can you buff? How can you buff math?
I don't know. Someone was trying to say that Illinois ran the clock down.
It comes down to you've got maybe the best running back in the country, and it's 3rd and 5, and all you have to do is just run him, and if he doesn't get the first down, then you just punt. Instead of throwing the ball and getting it intercepted.
That's
just the craziness.
Well,
that's insane.
You can talk to Pete Carroll about that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been 3 times already the Big Ten Player of the Week, Offensive Player of the Week, and you're passing instead of giving the ball to him.
So you want my agenda? I'm probably going up just Friday night. It's not going to be a big. Nope.
You staying in the burbs, or are you staying?
Yeah, out by. O'Hare probably.
Okay.
I got my in-laws coming in Friday, so I need to see them in the afternoon. So I had an invite to go to Gino and Giorgetti's. You ever been there? Ooh, it's T-Roy.
Yeah. Talk to me.
What's your authentic Italian?
What's your go-to?
I always go chicken parm.
Yeah, I knew that.
That's
I thought maybe there was something there that was.
No, everything everything in there is good though.
Chicken parm's good, man.
Isn't chicken parm the first thing that every 23-year-old makes his girlfriend on their first date or
chicken
whatever?
Alfredo.
That's chicken Alfredo. Okay, sorry. All right.
That's the prom meal of the night when you go out to dinner on prom nights. Chicken Alfredo and Mountain Dews.
Yeah.
All right, chicken parm.
Chicken parm is
chicken
always,
tenders.
You know what chicken parm is?
Or chocolate milk.
It's the thing that you can gauge whether an Italian restaurant is actually good or not.
Okay.
You get that the first time, and if it's good, then you know everything else on the menu is probably good.
There's one other thing that I say is always the gauge too.
Best insight ever.
And mine is it's either chicken parm or spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, spaghetti and meatballs
so
too.
if your spaghetti and meatballs is garbage, then I just have to assume that you just don't know what you're doing.
You don't know how to
Is
cook.
spaghetti and meatballs bad ever? I've
There-
never had
I've
bad.
had some.
Yeah.
I've
I mean,
had some.
listen, you know if it's junk, if it's not junk.
You know, if the sauce is like bright
Sauce
red and
is
thin,
bad.
then yeah.
The meatballs aren't good.
I don't think I've ever had bad Italian, so
The-
I'm gonna.
Well, you probably eat
the-
Lenardi's a lot then.
Yeah.
See, that's why. Lenardi's is awesome.
Even the
Yeah.
spaghetti I make it's edible. It's good. I wouldn't say it's bad. People like it.
I'm going to talk to the kids.
Yeah, I guess so.
We still call it biscotti.
So is that- no, they do not.
The noodles all stick
Hazel-
together. It's a big
Hazel calls hers a
I'm
getty.
I'm not a bad cook. So
you know
that's where
those
you're
noodles
going.
are coming out all clumpy
They're
together.
not coming out all clumpy or whatever else. No, I take care of it.
How do you take care of it?
I'm not telling you about. This is not what
How
we're
do you
talking
make your
about.
noodles not be clumpy?
They're just not. I don't know how. I've
Well, you
never.
have to put olive oil on your noodles.
Let's get the Foster
A little
kids on
bit.
the. Let's,
Yeah, I put, no matter what, I put olive oil on my noodles. So nice.
let's get the Foster
T-Roy
kids on the
T-Roy
phone.
throws them up against the wall to see if they
Yeah,
stick.
stick.
I do
He
that
does
still.
all
I do
right,
that.
all right.
See?
No, I just eat the damn thing.
Yeah, I throw it against the wall. All right. So you're going to where again?
I'm not going there, but
Oh, okay.
I had an invite to Gino and Giorgetti's.
Oh, you turned down an invite big time, though,
Yeah.
huh?
No, well, I just it wasn't
You
going to
met
work
Catherine.
time wise.
Yeah, I said I can't do it.
Time-wise.
Too busy.
Are you into Star Wars?
Oh yeah,
Did you like the new trailer?
loved it.
All right, and what did you think of Solo?
It was great.
Thank you. All right.
You know who doesn't like?
Metcalf hated it.
You know what? Matt Randazzo's never seen a Star Wars movie, and he refuses to go to any of the Marvel. His kids have not seen any of those movies.
Whoa. Why refuse, though? Why refuse?
He just doesn't. He thinks superhero movies are gay, basically. Yeah,
He's
thinks
gonna
they're
be
stupid.
so mad that you just said that.
He does.
He needs to go.
He
He's
makes
got
fun of us about being, growing up, watching Star Wars movies.
No.
You need to
He's
grow
out
up.
of his mind.
Star Wars movies are great. I was very excited watching that trailer. I can't wait. I'm just
I was
handing them
too.
money. I'm handing them money right now for a ticket.
I don't know if I was.
Dazzo could be a character in Star Wars.
He does kind of look like one,
Yeah,
doesn't
a
he?
little bit.
We have to take a quick break. Just a quick 2-minute break.
He looks a little bit
Are we
like
gonna
Jabba
play
the
a
Hutt
game?
these days.
We're not going to play a game.
Oh,
We're going to look
he's
at
not-
salaries. Yeah, you know what you can do?
He's not fat.
We
There's
can
no way.
we can play who's in the top 10 in college football salaries and
Okay.
why we need to stop complaining about Coach Ferentz's salary.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break.
Make all your Sundays fun days at Pints with those 250 20-ounce domestic trash, $3 you call it, and live music. Not this week, though, Jay. We're going to have live football. That's right. The Packers and Chiefs.
Matt Moore
against Aaron Rodgers. And then every Monday through Friday, Pints has complimentary Vans Pizza. Jay, you're so good looking.
Mm-hmm.
For 5 o'clock, just stop in to Pints at 5260 Utica Ridge Road and chow down some Vans Pizza and drink some of that cold draft beer.
When we come back, we're going to look at the NCAA coaches' salaries with Tom Kickert.
This is Bobby Metcalf from the Quad City Times, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
ESPN 1170 AM.
This is WQAD's Matt Randazzo, and you're listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local on ESPN 93.5.
Crisp autumn weather takes us to the home stretch of the fall athletic schedule at Augustana College. 5 soccer home matches at Thorson Lucan Field highlight the upcoming week. Saturday the 19th features a doubleheader hosting Milliken. Women start at 5, men follow at 7:30. The men then host UW Platteville on Wednesday at 7:30, followed by another doubleheader on Saturday. Matches with Elmhurst begin at 1 and 3:30. Find out more at augustana.edu. Augustana College, a family-friendly front row seat to big-time small college sports.
When the soil around your foundation shifts, it can cause serious problems for your home, including bowing, leaning, or cracked basement walls. Helitech's patented wall anchoring system will provide a permanent solution for bowing basement walls and will get the job done right the first time. For basement wall repair, trust Helitech, your hometown foundation repair contractor for over 30 years. Soil constantly expands and contracts, putting pressure against your foundation, causing it to bow or crack. Helitech is the area's only contractor that uses AB Chance, an American-made wall anchoring system to provide a permanent solution for bowing or cracked foundation walls. Helitech proudly services Central Illinois, the Quad Cities, Central Missouri, Southern Illinois, Southeast Missouri, Western Kentucky, and the greater St. Louis regions. When it comes to basement cracks, don't ignore the problem. Trust Helitech to heal your home. Give yourself peace of mind knowing they will find the root of the problem, the solution, and heal it for a lifetime.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Score a touchdown on your next new or used purchase at Sexton Ford. With a huge selection of new Ford cars and trucks, you'll feel like you've entered the big game each and every time. You'll be treated like a pro player from sales to service, auto body to parts. Sexton also has a strong bench of mildly used vehicles too. Why wait? The game's on at Sexton Ford in Moline.
Oh yeah, Sexton Ford is the talk of the town.
Download the ESPN 1170 app today and listen to the Quad Cities' only local sports show from noon to 2. From anywhere in the world, we are the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, everybody, we're back here in the Hassle Castle, brought to you by Dunright Satellite and Dish. And this is Don't Hassle So Local on AM 1170, the K Barbarino.
Well, this week, the head coach of Clemson football, Dabo Swinney, signed a new contract.
Dabo?
Did they name him Dabo after D.B. Sweeney, the actor?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Dabo
is now getting paid $9.3 million. So you've got his school pay is 9.25, and the total pay is 9.315. Makes him the highest paid coach in NCAA's.
Dabo is a nickname.
Okay.
Yeah.
His real name is William Christopher Sweeney.
Well, WC.
How do you get Dabo?
Don't know.
Okay. I think doesn't it come somewhere from playing at Alabama?
Maybe.
All right. Well, anyway, the number 2 coach is Nick Saban at 8.7.
It says Sweeney's nickname Dabo was given to him as an infant by his
Okay.
parents when he was when his then 18-month-old brother would try to enunciate that boy.
Yeah.
Dabo.
Referring to Sweeney.
Dabo.
His brother called him that boy.
That boy.
Dabo.
Yes.
That boy.
His brother was 1.5 years old.
That
No.
boy. I mean, as parents, you can't be like, "Hey, this precious thing is your brher," and say he's like that boy.
No,
What's
his
that boy
brother was
doing?
that dude from The Waterboy.
That boy over there.
Farmer Fran?
That boy over there.
Is that what that guy's name was? Farmer Fran?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Is it really his name?
All right, so Dabo and Saban are the top 2.
Yeah.
So we need to guess. We need to guess the rest of the top 10.
Top 10.
All right. So
Nick Saban is number 2.
yeah, we were.
Yep. That boy is number 1. Nick Saban.
Jimbo. Jimbo's 3.
Jimbo Fisher or Jimbo Harbaugh?
Jimbo Fisher.
Where's Fisher?
Jimbo Fisher from Texas A&M is the number 4 at 7.5. Just over that by $4,000. At number 3 is
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh, of the University of Michigan.
I was going to say Harbaugh was there.
Now you need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Scott Frost is up there, right?
Scott Frost is not in the top 10. He's just on the outside looking in.
Okay.
Chip Kelly?
Oddly enough, Chip Kelly is very, very low. Not as low as.
Yeah, he just wanted the job.
What about Brian Kelly?
That's the one I was going to tell you about. He's very low on this list.
Well, I think Brian Kelly's number is does not include other things.
They
don't
include
have to
quite a bit
disclose.
on this. If you could go deep dive into this USA Today.
What about Coach Ogeron?
Coach O?
Yeah.
Not in the top 10. Let's see. He is number 30.
Coach O is?
He only makes $4 million.
Yeah, because Coach O.
Dang it, Florida Gator coach.
Dan Mullen.
Yeah.
He is number 10.
Okay.
6 million, just over 6 million, 6,070,000.
Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart is number 5 at Georgia. He makes $6.7 million.
Gus Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn is number 6 at $6.8 million.
Who's he coach?
Auburn.
Oh, okay.
Auburn Tigers. How
See,
about Will Muschamp? Where's Will Muschamp?
Will Muschamp is number 23 for South Carolina. Okay. The only reason that
so we need 7, 8,
Kirby's
9.
higher is based on other bonuses that he gets.
Oh.
He needs 7, 8, 9, and 10.
What about Texas?
Number 7, Tom Herman makes $6.75 million. Tom Herman is your number 7 in your top 10 highest paid coaches.
James Franklin, come on down.
James Franklin, come on down.
From Oklahoma?
Yep.
No, what?
No, from Penn State.
Penn State.
Oh, he is?
He
at
is
8?
on the outside looking in at number 11.
What about the guy from Oklahoma?
At number 9, Lincoln Riley at $6.384 million. Lincoln Riley. So we're looking at, we need 8.
Number 8.
Did you say 10 already? Yeah.
Yeah,
Dan Mullen. Yep. Number 8 is going to shock you. And it's going to make you feel better about Coach Ferentz.
Jeff Brom.
It is Jeff Brom from Purdue. He makes $6.6 million per year. Explain that to me, Kakert.
Well, what I was told was some of it is a bonus. So this year it will be extraordinarily high. And that next year the average salary is going down.
And you said 11 was who? That was Scott Frost?
11 was James Franklin.
Franklin?
At 12 is Pat Fitzgerald.
That's what I was told yesterday when I saw that Brom was...
Fitzgerald from...
We can dive deeper into this because they'll give you...
Northwestern?
Yeah, he's at number 12.
Where's
he makes
Frost at?
5.1. Frost is 14. 5 million even.
Kirk's like the 6th
Who's
highest
13?
paid.
13 is Oklahoma State's Mike Gundy, friend of the show. I can give a rat's ass about Twitter.
And who's fitting?
Florida State's Willie Taggart. These are really bad. These guys in front of them, like
Willie Taggart. Who's
Willie
gonna get
Taggart.
fired?
He's going to get fired. Charlie Strong at South Florida at 16. Gary Patterson at Texas at TCU, which he's a good coach. Then you have Coach Ferentz at 18, $4.8 million.
Hey, Jay, did you see? Changing subjects.
Yeah, that's all right.
For a minute. Iowa related though.
Yep.
Did you see Iowa Wrestling Media Days next Wednesday?
It is, and it's
and
in
they're
Mount
gonna
Vernon.
be at Kroll Farms.
Yeah.
Matt Kroll's farm.
Yeah.
So we were thinking about maybe having a media wrestling match in the pumpkin patch.
Oh,
What do you
yeah?
think? What do you think?
Who's in the
I don't
wrestling
know.
match?
I don't know. I'm gonna wear a Ric Flair robe.
Do you have a Ric Flair robe?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I was gonna hope maybe you had one.
Who else
Although
in the
it'd be
media is
small,
gonna? Who else in the? Are you gonna go to the media day?
Hopefully.
Okay. Is anybody else going?
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people.
Is
will go.
Randazzo gonna go there? Are you
Oh
guys
God,
gonna...
no.
No. Okay.
No.
I would like to see a
I'd
wrestling
like to,
tournament
but
though.
I know that there's also a basketball thing at 2:00 that day, so I don't know why they moved it. So I may have a conflict.
Other names on this list that are high up there, and or maybe should be high. What I wanted to talk to you about was Mark D'Antonio is in for a big boost for retention for keeping his job. If he still is the coach, I think it's in June 1st of 2020. And I think with some of his troubles, he might be on the hot seat.
Here's
there.
the thing you always have to ask yourself. Before you fire Mark D'Antonio, who are you going to hire?
Okay, and we talked about that plenty of times. Because we've
Not
said
Urban Meyer.
You don't want to get into your situation where you run your program down. I think it's only around $9 million to buy him out.
So who are you going to hire? Narduzzi? His old
Lovie Smith is only $7 million to buy him out.
I know. Lovie saved his job.
Come on.
The best thing to happen last week was Lovie Smith saving his job.
For Lovie Smith or for Illini fans, that's not a good thing.
Oh, I don't care about Illini fans. I care
we
about.
have some people who do, some listeners who do. I can't say
Huggy Bear.
I can't say that's a good
Huggy
thing.
Bear made a bet with me. He's coming on the show.
If
rain
Lovie-
or shine, whether they beat Iowa or lose Iowa, he's coming on talking
It's
about
a big win. It's a 55-13 win versus Iowa State. Illinois is going to be talking about it. Good for them. That's their season. But is that good for the program?
I had Kedrick Prince tell me after the game that it's on now. This was a week after he told me that he was looking at Luke Fickell's contract.
What does that mean? It's on now.
That, by the way, that would be a good fit for Michigan State. Is Luke Fickell?
Okay.
if they make a change.
But why from Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Why? But why is it? What does that mean? It's on.
He says.
Oh, he said he was ready to get rid of Lovey 1 week ago, and then the next week now it's like Lovey train.
No.
Back on the Lovey train.
The what you brought up Brian Kelly from Notre Dame. He's 75th on the list. He
That's
makes
not
1.6. That's not accurate because they don't have to release everything.
No,
because it's private.
Yeah, he's.
Okay,
I bet he's probably making
same thing with your
$7 million a year.
Army and Air Force and Brigham Young and Southern Methodist in Miami. They're in Temple and Rice. They're private. They don't have to release those things. So, you think he's what?
I think Brian Kelly's probably making between $6 and $7 million.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Caker, thank you so much for.
Yeah.
Was it Cake and Shake? Shake and Cake?
Shake and Cake.
Shake and Cake.
Let's get some chocolate cake shake.
All right.
Go out to Portillo's.
We will we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. You guys have a hassle-free Wednesday. Enjoy yourselves, Quad Cities. Take care.